Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. My name's Karsten. Well, after a long, short story, let's go ahead and proceed on with the plot a bit. Let's see, let's go to... This, I believe, will get us right to where we need to go next. Actually, before we do that... Let's see if we can refill our CP yet. Hope it's been long enough. No. Huh. That's... Wonder how it determines that, if that's by number of battles or something, or I don't know. Anyway. Just confirming, I don't think there's anything else in the room. Doesn't look like there is. Alright, let's go ahead and head in here. Well, this should take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact spot that device to seal the URL was in the real world. Device? Are you referring to the first barrier you mentioned in that report? Yeah, the one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimensional space. Although unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it's like even that wasn't enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it. I see. We still don't know what happened to the URL either. There seem to be many who think that the LibreArc collapsing means that the URL itself is no more, too. Which is possible, I suppose. All we really know is that judging by how shaken Weissman was, something unexpected happened. Beyond that, nothing. I fear Professor Weissman may be the only one who knows the truth about exactly what happened. Although I don't have the faintest idea where he could be now or what he's doing there. What? But the report said quite clearly... No one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe to say that Weissman isn't involved in what's happening right here. If he were, I'm sure he'd be openly reveling every second of this. You all know what kind of guy he is. It's true. He doesn't really have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose. We got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard, though. So we'd best be careful. Right, Race? I suppose so. Where are we now? Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the look of it. Kevin, over there. Golden and Silver Gate. Well, this is foreboding. Again? Oh, the ghost we saw in Gransel. Visitors from afar, bearers of the Grail emblem. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can. Before you stands the entrances to the twin corridors. Proceed through them both in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond. I entrust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. Beware. Once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. Oh. Well, that's one question answered. That voice we've been hearing all this time was hers. Although, now the next question is, who is she anyway? Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. And I say we take her up on that advice. Moving in sync means we're going to have to split up, though. Or more like Grace and I will have to each take a door at the same time while you guys tag along with whoever. That's how I took it, too. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we'll be able to advance. They sure aren't making it easy for us, huh? That means we're going to need to split up. Whatever means we're going to need to split up us two so that you guys don't go in alone. It's still not the most ideal situation when there are only 4 of us and things are so dangerous, but that's what we have to do. Why not ask the rest back in the garden to help us? That way we can form 2 groups of 4, and that should hopefully be good enough for any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I needed to be the ones who stepped through the gates. Sure, but that's all she specified. That you and me needed to go through different ones. She didn't say anything about what these guys have to do. Plus, there's no telling what's waiting for us on the other side. We could really use their help. Alright then, thank you. Not a problem. So what should we do? Should we call everyone here right away? Even if we did, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep before heading out. Especially since I've got a hunch that once we go in those gates, there's no going back out. Instead of calling them here, let's go back to them. Then we'll all come here once we feel up to the challenge. Oh, goody. The dungeon in this plane requires you to form 2 parties with Kevin and Reese as their leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, after beginning the dungeon, you won't be able to return to the garden until it's complete. Begin exploring, inspect the monument, and choose Explore Third Plane. Okay, well, first, let's see. Okay, so we got a bunch of upgrades we'll need to get. Okay, we got some 3s, some 2s, we got a bunch of stuff here. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go back here. In fact, what I might do is do one of the doors and then arrange the parties and equipment between episodes, because that is just going to be a whole bunch of messing around and possibly a little bit of boring grinding to get some more stuff to be able to afford what I need and get everyone equipped. So let's look at the doors. The Guardian of the Royal Family and the blade that serves the Imperial House. And that one. So would that be... that be these two? Let's check and see if that gives us a prompt to open it. Okay. So that's them. Let's go back. Let's get them equipped. Actually, we don't know that we'll need to... I'll get that. Actually, we'll go ahead and grab the weapons for these two as well. Grab all these. We're going to need to sell stuff to end up having enough of everything for everyone. All right, and yeah. Not there. We need to go here. Let's go with Joshua. I'll go here. And we'll do this and then set up for the corridors, probably between episodes. shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Roughly 2 months after the crisis that struck Liberal came to an end, that concludes my report on all that transpired here 2 months prior. Really cannot thank you enough for your above and beyond efforts, Captain. Bringing an end to the chaos and restoring hope to its people was no easy task. You should truly be proud of yourself. Your Majesty, please. I've done nothing to deserve such praise. I would beg to differ, and it's why I want to thank you on behalf of every one of Liberal's citizens. Not only did you ensure our safety, you went from place to place aiding in this restoration as well. Now you continue to be just as busy serving as the leader of the Royal Guard. You deserve all the thanks you get. I really am proud of you, Captain Schwartz. I am honored, Your Majesty. I believe I'll be able to formally present you with at least one medal for your achievements at a later date, too. General Morgan seems to think a promotion is almost assured as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. But Your Majesty, I must object. The only reason this crisis was resolved at all was because of the efforts of countless people, all of whom gave their all for Liberal's sake. My contribution was but a minor part of a much, much greater whole. I don't feel it would be appropriate for me to be receiving medals or promotions. Captain, I agree that countless people contributed to achieving the peace that we now have. Everyone who fought, who tried to protect their loved ones, and who endured the suffering they faced contributed in some way. But I believe it is clear to everyone that without the Arcel, the crisis would not have seen the conclusion that it did. And the one who commanded the Arcel was you. But be that as it may, medals are one thing, but I couldn't possibly consider accepting a promotion. I feel as though I've barely spent all that much time in my current position, so assuming one with even greater responsibility would be, There's no need to be so modest. In my opinion, you've accomplished much more in your current position than you seem to believe you have. Actually, Captain, I'd like to propose that you take the rest of the day off. How do you feel about that? May I ask why, Your Majesty? I'm not sure I quite understand. As I mentioned, I want to show my thanks to you for all you did, and I believe there to be better ways to do that than formal meetings like these. You certainly deserve some rest too, given how exhausting going back and forth between military HQ and the castle practically every day must be. I've even been receiving requests from members of the Royal Guard saying they would like for you to take a break as well. I'm terribly sorry that you had to listen to such complaints, Your Majesty. It was certainly not my intent that you should be troubled so. Who was it, Lux, Leon? It'd usually be both, knowing them. I'm used to them telling me as much every time they see me, but I cannot believe they chose to bother Her Majesty with the issue. As such, I would like for you to take the remainder of the day and use it to relax. That way, you can return to your duties tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to work for the good of the nation anew. Very well. If that is your wish, Your Majesty. I, Captain Julius Schwartz of the Royal Guard, accept your proposal and shall take leave of my duties for the remainder of the day. A promotion. Ordinarily, receiving one would be cause for celebration, but for me... Good morning, Captain. You've been given the rest of the day off. That's right, yes. I'm amazed you already knew that when I was just told myself. Not all that amazing, really. Leon was trying to make sure everyone knew over the communications network from Leiston. I hear Echo appealed directly to Her Majesty, even. Directly? Can't believe it. He did look like he had something he wanted to say to me the last time I saw him. What is with them? Still wish we could have helped with repairing the Arcel too, though. I hear the repairs are running a little behind schedule, too. Wonder how things are going over there. You needn't worry about the Arcel's repairs. The only reason those three are still there at the Leiston Fortress is that they wouldn't take no for an answer and insisted on staying. The repairs are currently being carried under Gustav, the maintenance chief for the CF. They'll be completed properly. Incidentally, do you know if Refine is left already? Yes, in fact. Thought he left not that long ago if you're looking for her. She's gone to inspect the royal villa. Were you not aware of this? Your Grace, I was not. I'd very much like to have accompanied her over there, if I'm truthful. I suppose that comes as no surprise. You always have been one to put yourself forward to escort her at every opportunity. I can't say I understand why. Some escort jobs are well below your current rank. I suppose so. Still, I'm sure she's well. She has a number of trustworthy guardsmen with her. Try not to fret over her too much. Of course, you're right. Thank you, Your Grace. And with that, we're leaving. Philip, there's work to be done. Just a moment, Your Grace. Please try not to be too downhearted. What are you doing, Philip? I said that there's work to be done. My apologies. Looks as though I missed Her Highness yet again. Still, we're both so busy with our duties that it's no wonder it keeps happening. Incredible how much Duke Duncan's changed. Tell me about it. Apparently he's often seen the administrator from working genuinely hard lately. He's the one who proposed paying compensation out a while back, too. I always said him as a good-for-nothing slob, but maybe there's more to him than that. Finally showing that he shares Her Majesty's blood after all. You're on duty. Enough idle chatter. My apologies, Captain. As you are seemingly aware, I will be absent from the castle for the remainder of the day. I expect the two of you to take care of things here in my absence. Yes, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Being granted a day off is all well and good in theory, but I haven't had one in so long I haven't the faintest idea what to do with it. Should I go shopping, perhaps do maintenance work on my equipment? Or would I be best just returning to my room and reading a book? No, I need to do more than simply rest with my time. I need to use it productively. I know. Wouldn't it be nice to take a light stroll along a scenic route? I haven't done that in ages. It'd be an excellent use of my time, even. Is it really true that Julia has returned to Grancel? Where is she? Where is she? Please, don't push. Everyone, please calm down. What exactly is going on here? Captain? Oh no, why did you have to come now? It's dangerous here. Please retreat back inside the castle at once. It's Julia! What? It really is! What the devil is this? Julia! What? Wait, Julia! Don't go! Oh dear, she has fangirls. Captain Schwartz, we've locked the castle gates for the time being. You aren't hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. What just happened? Well, they appear to be some rather ardent fans of yours, Captain. You know, we did have a rather large number of fan letters arrive at the castle this morning. Wonder if that could be related to all this. Fan letters? Apparently some magazine company put together a special feature on you yesterday. It was full of information on what you're up to in that flying city. Oh, that reminds me. A few people who claim to be from the Liberal News came here while you were away. They said they were putting together a feature to capitalize on your popularity, so they wanted to gather material for it. I think I've heard enough. I can probably fill in the rest myself. Why am I getting this kind of attention? Fan letters, magazine articles? Why am I being treated like someone special? I'm not. Not at all. First, Her Majesty praising me more than I deserve, and now this. All I really wanted to do is protect Her Highness, that's all. That's what I want to do now, too, but the opportunity to actually go with her and escort her rarely seems to present itself anymore. Must I be forced to accept this now? Things will be going forward. Thank you for your time today, Archbishop. I'll conduct Mass again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Could I ask you to pass that on to Her Majesty? It would be my pleasure. Oh, this is Julia. I wasn't expecting to find you here. Something the matter? Oh, not at all. And good day to you, Archbishop. It's good to see you again, Julia. I haven't seen you for some time. You had me a little concerned. I'm terribly sorry for worrying you. I'd also like to apologize for not attending Mass at all of late. Oh, it's no trouble. I'm well aware of how busy you are. I'll ask of you in the busy times you face this. No matter how busy you may become, you must never lose sight of yourself. What matters to you most is always close at hand. Thank you, Archbishop. I'll take what you have said to heart. Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be on my way. Good day, Archbishop. Actually, there is one way I may be able to get out. Archbishop Current, please wait. Everyone, please move a little further from the castle gates. Please, just a little more. Everyone can please remain calm. It's Julia. She's coming out. She's coming out. It's just the Archbishop and his sister. Come now, everyone. Move aside and let us pass. Yeah, we all know who that is. Looks like your plan ended up working, Julia. Fortunately, yes. I'm sorry for causing you trouble yet again. Not to worry. You have my sympathies even. There seem to be some very fervent admirers back there. Major Vander? What's he doing here? Thought he had already left Opal. This is quite a surprise. I wasn't aware you were also a sister of the church, Captain Schwartz. You can tell? Well, I should be back in Urbonia, but I still have a little cleaning up after that fool to do. So I ended up having to come back here again in the end. Would have liked to take the time to go and greet you, but the chance ultimately never presented itself. Nevertheless, I'm pleased we're able to meet again, Captain. Or is it Sister Julia now? Major? Appears to me that there's little point in trying to disguise your identity from this man. Perhaps you needn't bother? Regardless, I have preparations to make for this afternoon's Mass, so I should excuse myself. Good day to you both. Archbishop? So that was the famous Archbishop Current, was it? Perhaps I should have taken that chance to introduce myself properly to him. Major, I should probably explain how I ended up in this situation. You see, I wish I could have stayed a while longer, but I really got to get going. I wish I could have got a closer look at Julia, though. I thought this was finally going to be my chance. Oh, she's so dreamy. They're starting to make their way back. If they find me here, I'm doomed. Should you like, Captain, I would be happy to help you disguise yourself. Pardon? I can't pretend to be familiar with your situation, but I can see you aren't comfortable with being discovered here. In these situations, your instinct may be to hide, but I believe the best thing to do is the exact opposite. If it works for you, I'll be happy to accompany you somewhere a little safer. Oh, my, thank you. Please do, right away. My pleasure. Never mind, I suppose it was just my imagination. It must have been. Well, this area seems to be empty. Will this be far enough, do you think? It should be. I can't apologize enough for this, Major. I think nothing of it. I'm used to having to run around without being discovered, usually because others cause some kind of predicament. I can see that. I'm still ashamed of what happened, though. That a simple commotion like that ruined my plans to go outside the city for my day off. I wasn't able to calm the situation at all. I wouldn't even have been able to leave the castle without resorting to a disguise. I'm not sure you've any reason to be blaming yourself there, Captain. I'm afraid I must disagree. As a member of the Royal Guard, I'm utterly useless, and this is the first time that I've felt that way. During the coup d'etat, I was powerless. Should have been able to protect Her Highness, and yet she ended up being captured and placed in danger. The same was true when Ransel was attacked by Ouroboros, too. Not only could I not protect Her Majesty from being endangered by them, I wasn't even able to be anywhere near her. I, of all people, should have been right by her side in her hour of need. How dare I learn of what happened only after the fact? I'm not fit to even serve them. Well, I can certainly understand your frustrations. They're both safe, were they not? Surely that's what counts above all. Much as we wish to be, no human is omnipotent. Neither of us are any exception to that. I can understand that, or at least I want to believe that I do. To make matters worse, I now find out there are magazine articles about me making me out to be some kind of great hero. Even talk of me being promoted. I don't even feel like I've done my job in any way that's worthy of praise, never mind anything to deserve being given a higher position. No, none of that is what bothers me the most. People want to give me greater praise than I deserve, let them. And receiving a promotion isn't in itself a cause to be unhappy. Well, the opposite, on paper at least. But in reality, it will result in me being busier because of my new duties, which result in me ending up even further away from Her Highness than I am now. I'm a little envious of you, to tell the truth, Major. You've always been able to go and escort Princess Olivia like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe you weren't always by his side, but you were when he needed you most. You did more than escort him, too. You were able to help him and aid him in ways beyond the call of duty. By comparison, I can't seem to be able to help Her Highness at all. Can't even lend her an ear when she's plagued with worry. When she's agonizing over whether to assume her position as Crown Princess, I couldn't do a single thing for her. I feel somewhat reluctant to give my opinion here, as I can hardly pretend to be well-versed in your situation. But from where I stand, your position seems to be the more fortunate one. How so? What exactly do you mean, Major? I didn't mean to offend you, so I apologize if I did, but protecting that fool is a task that was thrust upon me the moment I was born. Between us, I found myself envious of your natural loyalty to the ones you serve. The moment you were born? Oh, right, you're a Vander. And we're a military family who traditionally serves the Imperial family, yes. I look for anything less than a hectic life ran out the second I was given it, I fear. That's certainly a great responsibility to be destined to fulfill. Especially when you're chosen to protect Prince Olivia, of all people. Quite so. Still, my point stands. I do believe that's a happy, fortunate thing to be able to serve and devote yourself to those you genuinely care for. I may hardly be an expert on the subject, seeing as Her Highness is much less of a handful, but am I wrong? Oh, I see your point. Perhaps I should see being able to sit and worry about something like this as a luxury. Although, whether someone who isn't able to defend Her Highness can really be called a member of the Royal Guard is another issue entirely. Captain, if you'd like, I'd be happy to teach you a good way to clear your head. To clear my head, you say? Indeed. Still, I'd like you to keep this off the record. This will be a one-round duel. Both arts and items may be used. So this is what you had in mind? Can't say I feel especially confident about my chances of defeating a warrior of the famed Vander family, but I'll certainly try. There's no need to be so modest. Well, Captain, let us begin. Okay. Alright, let's start with that.
My soul and sword are at one.
Oof. Alright. That does like nothing. Okay. Let's see what that does to you. Let's try again. That didn't do much. Yeah, how much does that do? 800.
No way!
Alright, can't do anything there. That does nothing, basically. Other than build up CP. Okay, we'll do that again. And then attack. Okay. Keep attacking, I guess. Heal up. Don't have all that much damage dealing capability. I only have 2 of those. And can't do anything else. Okay. Heal up. I guess just keep attacking. Okay. You're gonna waste that because I have guard up. Guess just keep attacking. Piddly little damage. I don't know if there's a workable strategy for this. I knew he'd be formidable, but not quite like this. Captain, may I ask something? What did you lose by being defeated? I'm not sure I understand. The easiest way to determine the true worth of something is to imagine how things would be if you were to lose it. When you do that, you start to see things for how they really are beyond simple logic. Imagine you were to vanish from the world and yet you still possess the ability to think. Would there be anything left lingering on your mind? Anything that worried you? Something that you wished you could do? So, that is what you should do most. Those are excellent questions, Major. Your Highness, I think I finally know what to do. Cannot thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the path I ought to take. I'll be sure to take all you've taught me today to heart. Just don't assume the thought of any of what I've said or done today myself. I often cross swords with my uncle to clear away frustrations from having to deal with my own insufferable charge. Well, it's probably about time I thought about returning to Erebonia. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm feeling a hint of concern for his well-being. Only a hint? Please give my regards to the Prince when you see him then. I shall. And give mine to Princess Claudia as well. It was that moment that I made a decision in my heart. I would do all I could to support Her Highness, this nation's future queen. But to that end, I also resolved to accept whatever promotions I received. No doubt, the further I moved up the ranks, the more my chances to actually meet with her would decrease. But even if we can't meet in person, even if I have to do it from afar, I want to be able to support her. Perhaps this decision is a selfish one, but I do hope you can forgive me for making it, Your Highness. I feel somewhat reluctant to disturb Her Majesty while she's busy working, but... Is that you, Julia? Your Highness, Sieg. How come you're back here already? Oh, did you think I was still over at the villa? I expected to be too, but there weren't many people there today, so I was able to leave earlier than expected. I see. I'm just as surprised to see you here, actually. I thought you'd been given a day off today. Oh, you knew? Indeed I had. I ended up running into a friend I don't have many opportunities to spend time with. The time we spent together simply flew by. I owe my deepest thanks to Her Majesty for giving me that opportunity. I'm happy to hear that. Julia, I realize this may feel a little out of nowhere, but I wanted to thank you for always supporting me. Goodness, that is out of nowhere. But it's something I should have done ages ago. Can't believe it's taken me this long to state the obvious. Everything my parents would otherwise have taught me, you ended up doing in their place. How to fight, how to act, how to think. Like I'm only now starting to realize just how much of what makes me myself are things I learned from you. I feel like I've grown up always seeing you as a role model. I remember grandmother laughing at me at one point about how similar I am to you too. Even the little things like how I walk and move, she says I'm just like you. Julia? Is something the matter? No. All this time I really have been right by her side. I spent all this time worrying because I couldn't see her by mine, but as far as she was concerned, I was always there. I truly am beyond help. Chloe, may I say something? I don't believe I'll be able to wait upon you as I always have any longer. But even now, I wish to do all I can to protect and support you. I wish to continue being your retainer, your friend, and your sister as well. So please, try not to overexert yourself during my absence. And even if I'm not able to be near you all the time, I still want you to know that you can always call on me if you need me. Yeah, of course I will. Although I can't promise I won't find myself unintentionally taking advantage of your kindness when I do. I'm always happy to have you to depend on, and I'll always be glad you feel that way. That afternoon, they were able to enjoy a few relaxing cups of tea together. Despite her initial resistance, Julia's day off proved to be much more enjoyable than she had expected, and it seemed inevitable that the fragrance of the tea she had drank that day would remain in her memories forever. And what's that one do? Increases all types of sepith dropped by monsters by 1 to 2. Okay. We'll see if we can fit that in somewhere. Anyway, we will take a break now. We'll see if I can get the parties arranged in the meantime. I hope you have been enjoying. As always, likes and comments are very much appreciated. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.